All right. What is up, YouTube? Excited to be back with you today for our AI driven business daily live show number 15. And these are going fast, as we always say, but excited to be back for for number 15 today and to be back with you, Greg. Thanks for being here. And yeah, hopefully we've
Always
got
a
a good
pleasure.
plan for today.
Yeah.
Nope. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Okay. Sorry.
yes.
Is it my Wi-Fi that's freezing?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Probably. Let's just put it that. Let's just say probably
Yes.
because I'm at this
It might
Airbnb
be.
still. Okay.
Yes.
Well, we'll see how this goes. Let's start off with our summary of the prior episode, as normal, as provided by Mr. Chat GPT. Yes, I called Chat GPT a Mr. Maybe it's Mrs. I'm not sure. But in the last episode of AI Driven Business Daily Live 14, the hosts, Greg and Jimmy, had some technical difficulties, but managed to overcome them and get back on track. They discussed their previous episode where they talked about their affiliate marketing website and how they use ChatGPT to generate SEO optimized content related to drip irrigation systems. They experimented with different design elements and content strategies. They also announced their next show on April 27th and talked about using AI tools like plagiarism detectors to improve their content. They also discussed the limitations of AI and how it's still not perfect. They had a lengthy discussion about the importance of reading through their generated content and trimming down unnecessary parts. Overall, they explored the challenges and benefits of using AI to create and run a business. So, fairly good overview.
I still love those. I don't know why. I
Yeah.
do.
This is
So good.
where ChatGPT shines. I'll tell you
It
that much. The
is.
summaries,
It is.
pretty amazing.
Yes.
And I've been able to use
Yes.
summaries to create questions that I've needed to ask other, like, hey, read this summary and give me other questions so that I can ask follow-ups to this content and that kind of stuff. So it's been kind of fun. You can get things summarized in bullet points. You can get articles summarized. So I love that. It does a great job. So all right. Well, that is a summary. We are going to move forward on two things, which are article revisions today, just finishing up what we started last time, and then discussion on the future of the project and kind of some things that Greg and I wanted to go through. We could do it behind closed doors, but we figured we would have that live for everybody to see our thought process because that is at the heart of the project that we're doing now. So I'm doing it all in the open. So all right, let's start with article revisions, and I'll let you pull up your screen.
Yeah. So, where we last left off, you and I made some edits. We were in suggesting mode, which and we've approved as we were going through. We were approving changes that we were making. So I think, and you and I both made it to the end, and then we kind of looked up and said, it's time. And then we wrapped it up and called it. So I think at this point, I think it's go through these, make sure we're aligned on the few changes that remain to approve, and then we'll run it through the AI content detector and go from there. So
perfect. I went through and just approved yours.
Thank you. You're fast like that. So I did like that one. Yeah. It's interesting the language that it chooses to use. I find it funny sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Cool.
So I think that was it.
There's our article.
There we go. Now I'm going to copy this and dump it into here. Hopefully I won't need to re-authenticate. Refresh. Something. Let me refresh. There we go. It's predicting, and this is
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Bad. Yeah, that moved up a fair amount, maybe 57 to 64. And there's I do love um, yeah, I think that one we could probably get rid of
Okay.
because it's just kind of repetitive. So I'm actually going to copy this and go back here and try to find it.
There's two of them, so you'll probably have to go to the next one because that's the first
Oh,
one.
yeah. Yep. I'll delete it there too. Okay. I'll delete it in that one. Oops. There we go. I don't think that. There we go. So I don't think that added much to the content.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that one.
Yeah. I think leaving that's fine.
Yeah, or maybe we can just pull out intern. This intern. Did I get all of it? I think I did there. Yeah, maybe that one will be a little bit better without the intern.
Okay.
And I don't really mind that one. So this is where I think it's interesting because we made a couple of small changes. Sorry, I'm trying to find my way back. Made a few small changes. Did it move the needle? That's always the thing that I'm curious of.
Yeah, because the bigger changes we made changed it, what, 7%? I think it was 57 and now it's 64.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what this one does. 64 to 65.
65.
Okay.
And 12, almost 1,300 words. I think that's a pretty ideal.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good.
Likely both AI and human. Okay. And what does ChatGPT's one say for the AI thing? Does it say unsure again?
I'm sure it will. Let's see. I'm unsure. Oh,
Oh, there we
the
go.
classifier considers the text to be unlikely AI generated.
Good.
And remember, this is very unlikely. So this is on that side of the scale.
Perfect.
All right. I'm going to call it good. I think
Yeah.
yeah. So the other thing I'm going to do before I screw it up again is I'm going to actually delete the top one.
Okay.
So I don't end up copying the whole thing again. And yes, I was like, what just happened? Oh. All right. And I think we can take it off of suggesting. I think there were a few line spaces
Okay.
to clean up, but all right. Beautiful.
Awesome.
All righty. So, is there anything else from your standpoint that we need to do for this article to be like publish or at least put it into WordPress?
No, I think it's good.
Okay.
I would put that in there.
All right. Let me see if, of course, it's not logged in. And this is, oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. We were looking at a blog layout. Maybe it's blog post. Let's view this live demo. Yeah, it's not what we want. I mean, for about 1,000 reasons. So I'm wondering if it's wondering if we just Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. Add a new row
Yeah.
and then basically just text. Where are you? Text. This is where two eyes are better than, hey, look, there we go. I'm going to click this guy. And I think, okay. Hoping that I can just edit or just delete that, but I think I can, but I was probably pressing the wrong button. All right, let me copy and paste wherever I'm at. There we go. So I will do a little bit of markup. I'm going to make these. I'll make them. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to make them H2.
You're gonna scroll up to the top for each one.
I think so.
Awesome.
That's going to be fun. Let me do
You can
this.
expand it.
Well, and I think I can also do it
Ah,
this way. Oh yeah, this.
there you go.
Okay. Now the question is, can I? No, I cannot select more than one. That would be too easy. All right, so we'll make these. Excuse me. We'll make these H2s. Okay. All right. I feel like there was. There we go. Carriage return at the bottom. Little bit of cleanup. Still have that. Oh. Okay. What did I? Thought I clicked one thing, but I did not. That looks fine. Don't let me forget to
save.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Family root savings. Kind of weird. There are some times when I click and the mouse, like it showed up, the cursor showed up, but then it didn't. It's almost like I have to click and click again.
Okay.
Weird. All right. Rounding the bend. Now you're going to tell me to put half of those back in. Good, good, good. Just kidding. Just kidding. You're like, no, just 3/4 of them.
Save
so
draft.
I'm going to save draft.
Okay.
Yep.
And do we want to add like it says by admin dash all of that up at the top underneath? Do you want to change that?
So what? So what we will do is because we need to do that. So what I will do is actually let me just do it on a different screen because I have to add a new user technically.
Okay.
Drip. Email is required. Let me see. Is there a way that I can just change this? All right, let's go back here. Hopefully this will. There we go. Ta-da!
Nice. It's awesome.
So, yeah.
And we can always categorize it too if we wanted to add that.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Is it
And
published?
so that one it is not published yet. That one's saved as a draft.
Okay.
Let me edit, publish, look immediately. Wasn't sure if we, there we go. Is this what I wanted? No, maybe not.
Well, we can assign a category.
Yeah. I'm articles. I think that is the article, or that is the category.
Do you want to ask ChatGPT for tags, like SEO driven tags for the article?
Yes. Give me 1 second. Let me just make sure that this. Awesome. Yeah, I think we will do that. Because we need some. I don't know why. Maybe there's a different way to edit it. I haven't added an SEO. There are a number of really good SEO plugins for WordPress, and I haven't added any of those yet. So I think that might be, I think adding the SEO plugin might come first before we do that.
Okay.
But I want to see I don't think it's going to show up. I am totally wrong.
It's also, if you scroll up right there too, yeah.
Ah, nice, kind of. That's a little weird, but not bad. So there you go. Ta-da. First article done.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
all right.
For anybody that would be watching, we would do this just over and over. Instead of having to talk about it, we would just probably edit it ourselves, probably get one done every 30 minutes, I would think, each, maybe quicker.
Yeah, I want to think that it would be faster if we just kind of continued to crank away at it. So maybe 2 a day, maybe we would average 6 or maybe 7 to 10 a week.
Okay.
I think that's reasonable. In total. So if we if we stream for 45 minutes, I think we could probably crank out. We could probably each do one a day, roughly, and maybe not the whole thing, but pretty close.
Okay, gotcha.
I think.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if it'd be quicker than that or not if we were each working separately, but
maybe.
Awesome. Well, yeah, so that's pretty much the basics. So if anybody is interested in doing that, then it's fairly simple. To be able to do this thing. I know that we said we were going to talk a little bit more about the future of the project and kind of what our goals were for it. So do we want to talk about that now, or do you have anything else that you want to address?
No, I think that we wanted to get that wrapped up and published, and ta-da, there we are.
Awesome. Okay. Well, yeah. So I guess part of the thing that we were discussing earlier is that we have very little care about drip irrigation. And so the good thing is you can create articles and things like that. But the bad thing is if you have no care and you don't really want to, start caring about it, then it can be difficult to want to grind through some of this work. And so we are trying to decide if we wanted to move forward with the same project, Drip Irrigation Solutions, or if we wanted to switch to something that maybe Greg and I cared either to learn more about or that we already knew about and have some sort of expertise behind. So, Greg, what are your thoughts on that? Do you? Yeah, I guess we'll start there.
No, I love it. And so as I was chatting with a friend of mine. He's big into metal detecting, which is something I know absolutely nothing about. But he was talking about how there's the difference between being able to be truly helpful to people and to just be kind of another voice in the wind is understanding the subtleties and the nuance. And I was like, yes.
Mhm.
I'm like, that's where Jimmy and I literally will have no idea.
Right.
Um, and so I'm like, that, and so I think he summarized very easily where my struggle was is
Mhm.
we can read this article and it can make sense to us, but we don't have expertise. So it could be wrong, and it could be wrong in the subtleties, and we would never really know.
Right.
And so that's where I would, I think you and I were both that combined with, oh, let's read through, let's, have ChatGPT generate and then do all this stuff and read through all these articles. I don't know that I don't know that it, fundamentally was exciting to me. And I
Okay.
definitely felt at the end of the call yesterday, and you had mentioned Alex Harmozy and that the middle, which I actually ended up after you had mentioned it yesterday. Um, I ended up seeing that on
Mhm.
YouTube or something where he talks about the beginning is easy because you have all this, excitement and momentum, and he likens it to a marathon. Beginning's easy, everybody's cheering and, adrenaline. And the end, he mentioned that the end is easy, which I've never run a marathon, but I can't imagine that the end is really all that easy. But he's like, so the first 3 miles, no big deal. The last couple of miles, like when you can like almost see the finish line, then it gets easier. You get more momentum. It's like can't quit now. But it's
Mhm.
that middle like 20 miles
Yeah.
where it gets long and it gets painful, and you have to just inherit, you either have to manufacture the excitement yourselves, or
Mhm.
you have to have inherent excitement. And
Right.
I think Jimmy and I both were feeling yesterday, I don't have any inherent excitement about this topic. And,
Mhm.
you know, I don't mind reading, but I did mind reading that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Um, yeah, and I know we've switched the project twice. At this, well, we switched it once, I guess. We started with drop shipping. We switched it
yes.
to this. Um, do you do we want to start with ChatGPT and ask for different ideas? Do we want to say, here, ChatGPT, here's all the background information and hobbies and stuff that both Greg and I enjoy? Can you find us a business that mixes those things together that we can utilize ChatGPT to help us build? Um,
Right.
or do we want to just go and brainstorm our own ideas on this call and then make a decision?
I think any of those would work. And I think one other thing to add to it, this is so I think as much as Jimmy and I might be a little bit competitive and slightly type A at times, not competitive with each other, but like we're we're just those people that like to get stuff done and like to do things. And so for me, and I know I'm guessing you have a similar feeling, there's a little bit of defeat in this, right? Like
Yeah.
if we were to walk away from, drip irrigation solutions, it feels a little bit like defeat. And I think part of so could we sit here and grind through another 15 or 20 articles and get a site that's out there and get some affiliate links going and so on and so forth? Yeah, yes, we could. I don't think that would bring joy to either of us, um and I think it's okay to look at something and for it to be early on and to avoid the sunk cost fallacy. Sure, we spent some money and bought some domains and this and that and have logos for a thing, but I would much rather not have invested more and more and more time and be able to go, oh man, that was almost bad. And I hear people talk about, like you look at any great entrepreneur and you'll see a whole bunch of failed businesses in their wake, and not because they're bad people or not because they were doing bad things. Just it wasn't the right thing, wasn't the right fit, wasn't the right season for them. And and I'll just say generally, we both have a lot going on in this season of our lives. And so I think that's where you and I were both like, we're kind of in, once we get to that middle, it's going to be hard to keep pushing. So, yeah, do we turn to ChatGPT and say, hey, come up with something different? Or do we brainstorm ourselves and see if we can come up with something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we can always turn to ChatGPT, get some ideas, and then decide we don't want to do any and start with our own. So
I love that. I love that. It costs us nothing to have ChatGPT tell us a whole bunch of stuff. So going back, I don't know if you switched screens.
I did, yeah.
There we go. You're amazing. Jimmy's like the host with the most, always on top of it. All right. So what shall we ask?
I would
Turns out
say
that we didn't like doing that, ChatGPT.
I think we should say something like, we are trying to come up with a new business and we need your help. Here's some information. We'd like the business, actually, let's just say we'd like the business to combine passions for the below 2 people based off of their descriptions, experiences, likes, hobbies, etc. And we'll give those descriptions in a minute, but based on
Got it.
2 people below, based upon their experiences, likes, dislikes, hobbies, etc.
All right. Ooh, should we ask? So one of the things that I have seen recently is where people basically will have a prompt that says, "Hey, we're trying to do this thing," and then they say, "Ask me, like, what questions do I need to answer for you to help for you to be able to answer the question that I just asked?"
Yeah.
Have you used that one before?
I haven't used it, but we can definitely do it.
Yeah.
So you'd like for 2, instead of saying the 2 people below, just say for 2 people. And then before you have it say questions, also give it the parameters of we have $900 or they have $900 to spend, whatever. And we'd like to use ChatGPT and AI for 80% of the work. Done. So we need businesses that meet those parameters as well. Okay. And then, what questions?
So what questions do we need to answer for you to be able to guide us in choosing this business? So good? Look right? All right. To help guide you in choosing a suitable business idea that combines the passions of both people and utilizes ChatGPT and AI for the majority of the work, please answer the following questions. What are the professional backgrounds and skill sets of both of the individuals involved? What are the specific hobbies, likes, and dislikes of them? What industries or sectors are both individuals interested in or passionate about? Are there any geographical or location-based preferences for the business? Are there any specific target audiences or customer demographics you'd like to cater to? Are you aiming for primarily online or offline or a mix of both?
Cool.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the next one. Are there any legal, ethical, or social constraints you'd like to consider in your business idea? Okay, got it. Okay. What is the preferred time frame for launching and operating the business? How do you envision ChatGPT AI being utilized in the business operations? And are there any specific tasks you'd like to delegate to the AI? Yeah, all of them.
Perfect. Okay. So I guess we can copy and paste that into the next prompt.
Yep.
Here are the answers to
So,
your questions.
yep. I've actually just done like one, Jimmy, blah blah blah, and
Okay.
like done it like that. But I'm totally game with yeah.
Okay.
Here are the answers.
So we can just do it
Professional
your
back.
way.
What's that?
I said we can do it your way. One.
Okay.
Do you know my background?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to your LinkedIn right now to
Okay.
see.
That's probably best. Yeah. Which
Uh,
ChatGPT also helped me to write.
yeah, of course. Of course they did. He did. She did. They did.
See?
I know.
Not as
I'm like, I
easy.
don't know. All right. That. I don't know if I even have anything. Let me see. I know I have something, but no, maybe I don't. Did I delete it? Oh no, there we go. All right, I guess that's okay.
Okay. Number 2. Specific
Yes.
hobbies, likes, and dislikes. Well, besides business, long walks on the beach. Hey, who doesn't like long walks on the beach?
That's a good point. Who is like, beach, not for me.
Exactly.
Pass.
Unless you hate
Yeah.
sand, I guess that's the only caveat. If you don't like sand.
Yeah, but I really would have to question you as a person if you don't like sand, but I'm with you. So
Okay, so I like, well, if we're talking about hobbies, so like baseball, I still play baseball. I like to work out. I like to, goodness, I do these types of things for fun. ChatGPT. Business stuff. Oh, well, I used to play the guitar. I don't really anymore. Should I be telling an AI all of this information about me? I'm skeptical. Let's see. Didn't have to put that.
I
like to no. Goodness.
had no idea
Christian.
you could play guitar. Oh yeah, yes, yeah, yes.
Christian and biblical topics.
Yep.
I like to eat, but I don't like to cook. And I'm fairly organized and clean.
That is a fact.
Well, now your turn. I think that's good enough.
I think it is too.
I wear hats
Greg,
also.
oh yeah, Jimmy likes hats. Greg likes, oh man, nerdy things. I'll say
Hmm.
Let's see. Greg likes emerging technology like electric vehicles, drone and drone delivery, home automation. Seriously nerdy stuff.
Christian.
Yes, thank you. Gosh, Christian. Did I spell that right? And biblical topics. That's really good. I like that. See, I like cooking and eating. Cooking a variety of foods. I have 4 butters.
What kind of TV shows or movies do you like? We can put that in mind too.
I like documentaries. I'm weird.
I like documentaries.
What do you like to? Do you like
I like watching traditional sitcoms. Oddly enough, like The Office and Friends. But from like a movie standpoint, I like Marvel movies and usually comedy movies and stuff like that. Depending on the comedy, some of them are a little much for me. But
Got it.
I mean, I like documentaries. If you want to put that, it just depends on what it's about. Like the Michael Jordan one, I love that one on Netflix. Last Dance.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you play the guitar or anything?
No,
Okay.
no. I have no. Let's see what other. I really like most movies.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of. I can't think of the names of the like directors that I enjoy.
Okay. Oh, we both like Ryan Reynolds stuff.
Did you watch Welcome to Wrexham?
Oh, I did. It's very good. I'm excited for season 2 after they just got promoted. Did you see that?
Yes, I did see that. I had to wipe a tear away, and yeah.
Okay. He also has a main crush. Thank you. All right. I think that's good. What's number 3? Industries or sectors we're interested in or passionate about? Goodness. E-commerce. I would say we're probably similar in our interests for sectors. If we're talking about business stuff, unless it's hobbies, right? So like e-commerce, artificial intelligence, that kind of stuff. I mean, you're more interested in software, even though, we work on a software company together.
Yeah, that's true. You mentioned NFTs the other day. I mean, I know it's
yeah. I mean, I don't own any, but I do find them fascinating.
I think I own 2.
Oh, crypto. I like crypto a little bit. Financial topics are something that I enjoy. Side hustles, just trying a bunch of different side hustle opportunities. That's always fun. Which is why we're doing this, actually.
Exactly. I'm like, I could probably copy and paste
Yeah.
these last. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay, well, we can go with that maybe. And then number 4, geographical. Nope, it's online. We want it to be online.
And then I think there's 6 is where we'll say online. 5. I don't really have any specific target audiences or demographics.
Nope. Online. 7, please be legal.
And I do think, and I'll just type this. Jimmy and Greg both have a strong moral compass, and allow their personal convictions to guide their business decisions. Does that make sense?
Yep, that's good.
Like I'm.
Do we want to say based on Christian values?
Yeah. Yeah. That was actually going to be the next thing. They Christians.
Yeah.
They're fans of Jesus. But I think that kind of encompasses. Yeah. I mean, I think that covers all of the boundaries. Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
So as soon as possible.
Yep. This one, I don't know. How do you envision ChatGPT AI being utilized?
I would say as much as possible, depending on the business. Because if it's a blog, then it's going to be writing blog posts. If it's,
right.
Yeah.
Okay,
and was there 10 or is it just 9?
I don't know. I think it was just 9. Yeah, it was just 9.
Okay. Well, let's see what it returns now that we've given it our whole life story. All right. Business idea. A business idea.
Oh, a business. All right.
AI-driven e-commerce. You know what, ChatGPT? That is great. That's a great idea.
I'm trying to figure out.
You mean something? I think ChatGPT. Do you think a name like AI-driven business would be a great name?
What sort of a name would you give this business? Oh, I don't know. AI-driven business.
Is it because my about me from LinkedIn probably talk about AI-driven business? Is that where that came from?
Maybe.
Or do I not even have it in there yet? No, I don't. Oh, yes, I do.
Currently working on. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So let's take that out.
Okay.
Let's take that little paragraph out because it's got you in there.
Yep. Okay. Got
it's
it.
Like that makes no sense how it come up with AI.
I was like,
whatever.
And I was like, I'm like, my head just exploded.
All right, let's see what it does after that. And does yours have anything about it or no?
No. Well, I'm gonna double check. Okay. Cool.
Perfect.
Yes. All right. Regenerate.
No, not regenerate. You have to click save and submit. If you click regenerate, it won't save your deal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I also wanted. Actually, I'll just save and submit, and let's see what it comes up with. I want it to generate more than one, but
yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Okay, this seems better.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Same thing. Business idea, AI-driven e-commerce consulting and automation platform. Business will focus on providing an AI-driven platform to help e-commerce entrepreneurs streamline their operations, identify new opportunities, optimize their overall business performance. Personalized consulting and coaching services led by Jimmy and Greg. This seems weak at best. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, so
let's
so
make
here's
it.
yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say we can write in there. We do not want it to be a coaching or consulting business. We want this to be as hands off for Jimmy and Greg as possible. Did you hear me? Are you frozen?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, I did? Is my computer still moving? Maybe.
Yeah, now you're there. Okay.
Okay. We don't want this to be a coaching or consulting business. We want it to be as hands off for Jimmy and want this to be as hands off for Jimmy and Greg as possible, with ChatGPT providing most all of the labor. Does that seem right?
Yep.
Please provide a summary of 5 additional ideas for businesses. Business ideas. Explain your preference for a more hands-off approach. AI-powered content creation agency. AI-driven niche product finder. AI-powered social media management tool. Okay. AI-generated personal finance and investment guidance. Why is it? Oh, AI-enhanced online marketplace for emerging technologies. So we're almost at 50 minutes, and we are not getting closer.
No.
So I think we table this one for now,
Okay.
and then maybe we come back on 16. Today's Thursday, so tomorrow. I think maybe we come back tomorrow and look at that, right on cue.
Friday, April 28th,
yeah, I think
2:15 Central, 2:15 Eastern.
I think we come back tomorrow and revisit, because I think
Okay.
I think we need to give him more time. We change the prompts up, figure
Yeah.
out stuff.
Sounds good to me. I think because we're saying, hey, we want this driven by AI, it's probably coming up with names of AI-driven this or AI-specific that. So maybe we take that out.
We got to change up some of the words, and
Okay.
But
well,
I'm with you.
We will discuss it tomorrow, Friday, April 28th,
indeed.
2:15, 3:15, depending on your time zone, or 1:15
Awesome.
or 12:15, depending on where you live. All right. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your evening.
Take care.